Now, cube roots. So, what is cube root? The cube root of a given number is the number whose cube is the given number. That means, if we consider the cube root of 8, then the cube root of 8 is equals to 2. So, we can say that if we write 2 to the power 3, then it will be equals to 8. So, we can say that the cube root of a given number is the number whose cube is the given number. Okay. We can say that if the cube root of x is y, then we can say that y cube is always equals to x. Okay, so cube root of x, if cube root of x is y, then we can say that y cube is equals to x. So if we consider cube of 3, so we know that cube of 3 is 27. So cube root of 27 is equals to 3. That means 3 cube is also equals to 27. Okay. Similarly, if we consider cube of 7, we know that cube of 7 is 7 into 7 into 7, that means 343. So if we want to consider, if we want to know the value of cube root of 343, so cube root of 343 means 7. So we can say that also that 7 cube is also equals to 343. So we can say that the cube root of a given number is the number whose cube is the given number. So in the same way we can say that 125 means 5 cube. So cube root of 125 is always equals to 5. And we know that cube root of 512 is 8. Okay. So 8 cube is always equals to 512. Now cube root by factorization. How can we find the cube root of any number? So if we consider the number 216 and if we want to find the cube root of 216, then how can we solve it? At first we need to split the given numbers into primes. So that means we need to factorize it. So if we factorize 216, then we will get 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. Now we need to form groups in triplets of the identical primes. So now we will group the numbers. So we know that 2 into 2 into 2. So that means we can group the 2 in triplets. So 2 into 2 into 2. And then we can also group the number 3 in triplets. So 3 into 3 into 3. Right. So we can say that 216 is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now we need to take one prime factor from each triplet. So from this triplet of 2, we can take one number, that means 2, only 1 2. Right, and from the triplet of 3 we can take 1 3. So we will get 2 into 3. So after multiplying this 2 with by 3, then we will get the value 6. So cube root of 216 is 6. Okay. Now if we want to find the cube root of 1728, how we can solve it? So at first we need to factorize it. So if we factorize it, then we will get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. So if we factor, if we now want to find the cube root of 1728, then we need to form the groups in triplets of the identical primes. Right. So here we can form the triplet of 2 and another triplet of 2 and another triplet of 3. Right. So now we need to take one prime factor from each triplet. Then we will get 2 from this triplet and another 2 from this triplet and another 3 from this triplet. So the cube root of 1728 will be 2 into 2 into 3. That means 12 will be the answer. Okay. Now example 16. Find the smallest number by which 210125 must be multiplied so that product is a perfect cube. So we need to at first factorize it. So after factorization we will get 5 into 5 into 5 into 41 into 41. So here we can group the 5 in triplets, but here only the number of 41 is 2 only, right? So we cannot form triplet of number 41, is not it? If we multiply now the 210125 by 41, then in the factors also we will get another 41, is not it? So if we write 210125 into 41, then we need to multiply this 5 into 5 into 5 into 41 into 41 with another 41, is not it? So that means 210125 into 41 will be equals to 5 into 5 into 5 into 41 into 41 into 41. Then we can group the number 41 into triplets, right? So we can say that the required smallest number is 41. Okay. Now, if m is any positive integer, then minus m is a negative integer. So minus m cube is always equals to, we know that minus m whole to the power 3 means minus m into minus m into minus m. Then it will be equals to minus m cube, right? So similarly, we can say that if the minus m whole to the power 3 means minus m cube, then cube root of minus m whole m to the power 3 will be equals to minus cube root of m to the power 3. That means it will be equals to minus m. Okay. So we can say that cube root of minus m cube means minus cube root of m cube. So always remember it. Okay. So now if we want to find the cube root of minus 8, then we can say that it is equals to minus cube root of 8 according to this formula, right? So minus cube root of 8 means 2. So the cube root of minus 8 will be equals to minus 2. So we can say that cube root of minus 8 is equals to minus 2. Similarly, cube root of minus 1000. So we know that according to the formula, it will be equals to minus cube root of 1000. So we know that cube root of 1000 is 10. So the result will be minus 10. So cube root of minus 1000 will be equals to minus 10. Okay. Now cube root of product of numbers. So if we want to find the cube root of the product of x and y, that means if we want to find the cube root of xy, then we can say that it is equals to cube root of x into cube root of y. Okay. Similarly, if we want to find the product the cube root of the product xyz, then we can say that it is equals to cube root of xyz means cube root of x into cube root of y into cube root of z. Okay. So if we want to find cube root of 8 into 125, then we can write it is equals to cube root of 8 into cube root of 125. Now we know that cube root of 8 means 2 and cube root of 125 means 5. So it is equals to 5 into 2 means 10. Similarly, if we want to find the cube root of 216 into minus 343, we can write it like cube root of 216 into cube root of minus 343. So we can write it like cube root of 216 into minus cube root of 343. So we know that cube root of 216 after factorization we can say that it is equals to 6, and cube root of 343 after factorization we can say that it is equals to 7. So minus 7 will be the value of cube root of minus 343. So it will be equals to 6 into minus 7 means minus 42. Okay. Now cube roots of fractional numbers. So if we want to consider the cube root of fractional numbers, if we write cube root of x by y, then it is equals to cube root of x by cube root of y. Similarly, if we want to find the cube root of x, y by z, then we can say that it is equals to cube root of xy by cube root of z. And we know that cube root of xy, we can write it like cube root of x into cube root of y. So we can write it like cube root of x into cube root of y by cube root of z. So similarly, if we want to find the cube root of x by yz, then we can say that it is equals to cube root of x by cube root of yz. So cube root of yz means cube root of y into cube root of z. Okay. If we want to find the cube root of 64 by minus 124, we can write it like cube root of 64 by cube root of 125 minus 125. So we know that cube root of 64 means we can factorize 64 like 4 into 4 into 4. So cube root of 64 means 4, and cube root of minus 125 means we can write it minus 125 like minus 5 into minus 5 into minus 5, or you can write it like minus cube root of 125 means 5 into 5 into 5. So minus 5 will be the value of cube root of minus 125. So 4 by minus 5, that means equals to minus 4 by 5. Now cube root of decimal numbers. So if we want to find the cube root of decimal numbers, then we need to convert the decimal numbers into fractional numbers, then we need to find its cube root. So if we consider cube root of 0.027, then we can write it like cube root of 0027 means 27 by 1000. So now we can write it cube root of 27 by cube root of 1000. We know that cube root of 27 means 3 and cube root of 1000 means 10. So 3 by 10, that means ultimately 0.3 will be the answer. So thus we can find the cube root of a decimal number. Right. So that's it for today. Thank you.